Hello, I am your storyteller. Tonight, we are not doing a proper session 22. Instead, we are doing a prelude. A prelude much like the ones prior to session 1 of Chronicle. We are playing Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition. And joining me is Milo, this is your cue.
Oh.
Go on. Introduce yourself. Like, keep in mind, we get like a single view or like 2 views, so like it's not like you're talking to like a million people.
Yeah, like the whole like commentary is mostly for the bit. Like this is just for archival for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus it's a bit of a ritual we do.
Yeah.
Mm. So, introduce yourself if you're willing to.
I'm Myla. I'll be playing as Resmuerta.
Mm-hmm. Resmuerta, the lupus philodox of the Geta Fenris.
Yes.
Um, so, are you ready?
I don't have another choice.
Already getting into character. So, Resmuerta, you're dreaming. What? What are you dreaming of? Are you dreaming of, let's see. Are you dreaming of your life prior to your change? Are you dreaming of being in the casino, that thing that you recently discovered that you're actually really good at for some reason? You keep getting money, and the people that are there, the people in the weird thing called clothes there, they always get mad at you. But did you ever give a shit at all about their reaction? That you were too lucky? That your wins had to be rigged? Mm, okay, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Wasn't
The
it?
silence is killing me.
You never really gave a shit. Never really cared what they thought.
Nah. Nah.
You always wanted to just suppose focus. You're a bit too focused on the game at hand. Your eyes kind of blurring or glossing over as you enter a kind of flow state, feeling your own breath. You roll the dice. A 12. You win money from someone, and you're not exactly sure who this someone is. Their face is a smudged, blurry mess. After all, you are dreaming. Your face slowly kinda unsmudges, but still, even then, they keep changing and shifting from amalgamated features of the many humans you have met over the years as a go. Yes, go. That is what you are. So, I suppose then, in your dream, what do you do with this cartoonish amount of money in a conveniently placed uh money bag, with a big old dollar sign on the front of it?
I take the conveniently placed money bag and run
Mm-hmm.
out of the conveniently placed door.
Mm-hmm. And now you're in the conveniently placed city. And I suppose then, where do you go in the conveniently placed city? You can go anywhere in this massive, sprawling, towering metropolis kind of twists in of itself.
You know what? I go to the very conveniently placed bar and get myself a whiskey.
A
Whiskey on
bath?
the rocks with the
I'm
conveniently
sorry.
on
A
money.
bar. Right. My apologies. I forgot. I didn't really hear you clearly. So, you walk into the conveniently placed bar and you hail or I suppose you get on this. What? You're in the conveniently placed bar. There are conveniently placed patrons drinking their conveniently placed beers and wine and such. Convenience. Such as the Uh, you can laugh. It's fine. Oh wait, no. Is it because like people are asleep?
Yeah,
Let it ride.
how convenient.
So
The
convenient.
pee pee poo poo man.
So, where do you? All right. So you're in the conveniently placed bar. There are conveniently placed patrons with conveniently placed drinks, and there are conveniently placed games being played. You know, like pool, like you know, darts.
And the very conveniently placed bartender gives me very convenient whiskey on rocks.
Yes. In fact, he kind of like slides it over to you. So,
Very convenient.
what? I will ask, what other aspects of the human world has Resmuerta enjoyed since she became a Garu?
Wait, I need to text someone.
Okay, let's go. Well, I want to ask that you can you let them know that you're in the middle of something, or
Yeah.
at least put in your status that you're in the middle of a game? Okay. Uh, Milo,
Well,
did you hear me?
Res
Or I,
really
because I didn't hear you.
Res really enjoyed the motherhood.
Mother, of course, think about your young son, the boy that, for whatever reason, most of the other Garu you've met seem to avoid or disdain or treat with apprehension. And as soon as you think about them, like your dream, your sleeping mind drifting to him, there he appears.
My precious little baby.
Of course. He's in his natural shape. A about 5 foot, about a 5 foot, muscle, mixture of man and wolf, child and human child, and wolf. Long claws. He look, most people would consider him threatening. But he was your baby. 130 centimeters. I forgot.
Yeah, it doesn't
Do
matter.
you really, do you
He's
expect
fucking
me
big
to
for a
remember?
2-year-old.
Do you expect me to remember info like that? I have enough to remember.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking tall for a 2-year-old. So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. No, it doesn't.
exactly. Exactly. He's in a form that is typically about like 7 feet tall. Or like 8 feet tall, so he'd be fucking massive. So
Yeah, he is.
of course he is next to you. What do you do with your child as he kind of reaches his arms out for you?
I bring him closer to me because my precious little baby needs his mommy.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you hug your child, and everything else in this conveniently placed bar starts to fade. And now, now you're in. Now everything starts to fade in. Now you're in the forest, in the woods of Europe, traveling away to some place that's not here. Actually, no. And then you're in the Americas. You're not sure exactly where in the Americas you are. Of course, at a certain point, most places start to blend together. But looking around, it seemed you were in some facility of North American city. And then you're in the forest again. Everything changing and shifting. And then a gunshot. You wake up. So, where does Resmuerta live?
She lives primarily in the forest.
Hmm.
Maybe.
I mean, like,
Maybe in the
yeah.
back alley. Some shop.
Oh, damn. The back, she lives in the back of some shop.
In the back alley. Behind the shop.
Oh, shit.
So she gets food. She gets water for free. For fucking free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's a smart fucking wolf. Okay.
Exactly. You could also, of course, occasionally you do stay over at one of the cairns in I suppose, some of the more outskirty parts of Minneapolis, somewhere outside Minneapolis, in the woodlands. Cairns being Cairns. You only learned that word 2 years ago. It was one of the first words you ever learned. Cairn, a place of great spiritual importance, where your kind lived, typically lived. Was now, let's
Hmm.
see, Mordenati is on top of you. He's not in his natural shape. Rather, he's in a shape similar to the humans. White hair, pale skin. Then, now, what is your morning routine, if you have one at all?
I wake up, check how
Mhm.
more than I slept, and make him food, if that's possible. If not, I go hunting, because
Mm,
babies are the most important thing for me, you know?
mm. So, I will state that you are in a city. Could probably take him somewhere. You'll probably take him somewhere. You might have. Okay, so of course you're going to. Oh, okay. I'm locking the fuck in. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I will state that you are in the city of Minneapolis. I will. Might as well post some images here. Only post some stuff. For a frame of reference for you. I also state
Okay.
that it is. I also state that it is winter. Let's see, where is this? Now, here we go. This is for reference. If anyone else wants to post stuff there, feel free to post. It's very funny that these two images are of the same place.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah. Of course, you feel like now you might have to go and get more to a bit of a warmer place. Well, you do know a couple of warm places somewhere near here. Of course, there's a shop operated somewhere in this city, just a walk down. Maybe, well, a walk down for someone like you. For most people, it'd be a drive, but you know some shortcuts. It is a mom and pop shop operated by a very nice couple named George and Mindy. Apparently, their family of of some of the Garu in the set that you're in right now. They're called kinfolk, and they at least have a guest room somewhere in the back of the store for exactly people like you. which I will say, you can feel free to ask me any questions and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
All right. Just
Okay.
don't really know what to say. Sorry.
Okay. That's cool. Let's see. Actually, did you hear what I said before? I am a bit quiet because some people are sleeping here.
Mm, I
Mm.
think so.
Yeah, okay, so I'll repeat again. Like, it's winter, it's cold as shit in the city, and you might need to get more than I to a warmer place. So, see. Okay. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing at this point.
Real.
Yeah. Yeah,
Need
what's
to
up?
fucking improvise. Wait.
Again, there's a family
I
store
can't
run
do
by
this shit.
kinfolk. Okay, so again, there is a family store run by kinfolk, and they have like a room in the back specifically for people like you. So like, a bed, you know, shit like that, basic necessities, which tends to be a bed, air conditioning and all that. And I'm imagining it looks like a price shaggers, like the storefront.
Okay.
Also, yeah, I suppose that's the reference image there. Mm.
Okay, I have to fucking roleplay. Okay,
Yeah, like
that's
I
fucking
will
a
say
fucking
though,
challenge.
if you do have to, if you do go, alright, so I suppose whether you go or not, like, either way, I'll be asking, of course. I will ask, did you feel? Okay. So, Resmuerta, how did she feel after her first change? Feeling that, what was that relatively major wellspring of anger right after? And how did she
Rest
take?
after her first
Oh my God,
change.
you first, you first, you first, you first.
Hmm. I need to open the fucking dock. Wait. I
Nah.
have too much shit open right now.
No, it's cool, it's cool. We're gonna. I feel like we're gonna take it a bit slow. All right. Mm,
You
mm.
asked about the star,
Yeah. How did
about
she
the family
feel
star.
after her first change? Like finally having a reason as to why she's different than the rest, or why she was different than, well, her family, her pack.
She was very confused and, I guess,
Mm,
disoriented. She didn't know what was going on with her body, with her mind.
Of course, and now being able to see things like blue and red and colors in general, really, it must have come as a surprise considering you were colorblind for most of your life until then.
She was very disoriented.
Mm, of course. Now, I suppose then I will ask, what do you believe Resmuerta's favorite color is?
I believe her color is white
Mm.
because it's absence of color, just like the absence of family she has, except from Mori,
And of course, it's the color of your beloved Mordenai's hair.
of course.
Hmm. Oh, so, see. Of course, though. Mm. Mm. Okay, send the message. So, of course, you have lost a lot of things in your life, haven't you? Uh, okay. Again, I kind of posted that in regards to the rest of the chat. So, Brandon,
Hmm.
Mecca, the people who can VC.
Yeah, sure. I'm up for it.
Okay. And of course, like I said, you have lost a lot of things in your life, haven't you?
Yeah,
Hmm. And of course, would I be wrong in assuming this resulted in you being extremely protective of Morgana?
can you repeat? Because
Has this?
one of
Okay,
my
hold on,
earbuds
hold on. I
died,
think
and
I okay. So, would I be wrong in assuming this is resulted in you being extremely protective of Morgana?
hmm
Of course. He was the one thing you had left in your life that wasn't tied to terrible memories.
it
Of
kind
course
of
you had.
was, but
Yeah. Yeah, what? Of course, he was the son of that man.
yeah, the man that killed my soul.
Yes. The man who gave you your name, Resmuerta, who forced that name upon you. From what you know, that name means corpse. He named you after the dead. Oh, who joined?
It's here. He's finally here.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
He 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 called his name was Marius. So for those of you taking notes, note down her baby daddy is called Marius or Marius. He was something that the rest of the Garu you met before coming to St. Paul and Minnesota in general. He was apparently a Rodagar fighter, someone of the full moon. But to you, he was a horrible man, a violent man who saw you when you were young, when you were vulnerable, took you under his wing, so he claimed.
I didn't know any better.
You didn't know any better. And then he used you and discarded you. And then, top it all off, you managed to strip away one of your achievements away from you. Rank. You were a foster before coming here, or before coming to America. And now you're back to where you started. No longer were you considered a learner, and no longer were you considered, a traveler. No longer were you considered foster. Now you are back to square one. How did that make you feel? Having this man rip everything from you and
It
forcing you
taught me,
to start over. Yeah,
it
go ahead.
taught me to hate. I didn't know how to hate until I met him. And after everything he done to me, I I feel hatred. I didn't feel never. I never felt more disgusted. I never hated someone like I hate him.
And they just believed him. They took him at face value. The other girl in that place that you were in, they took him at face value. And when provided with proof, quote unquote, of your misdeeds in your beloved son, they took it away from you. Took that achievement away from you. And they forced you out. And since then, it had been just you and more than I. For about a year, couple months, couple days. You're not sure exactly how long it had been. Hold on. Okay. You're not sure exactly how long it had been until you came here to this place. To Minnesota, to Minneapolis, St. Paul. But you did come here. You had met a you had met okay, so it will state last. How did you get into the state of Minnesota? Well, actually, no. You might have followed some trails, ended up in the more foresty areas of the state. Of course, it was winter, you were freezing, and then you met her. She had a long mane of silver. She was probably the tallest woman you had ever seen. Yeah. She noticed you before you noticed her.
I felt my eyes on her.
Of course.
Maybe even the slightest. But I looked at her. She looked at me.
She invited you over to sit She invited you to sit next to her, patting the log that she was sitting on.
I felt hesitant. You met someone in the middle of the fucking winter, in the middle of the fucking forest. Of course, I thought maybe she wants to do something to more than I. I wanted to protect my baby at all cost, but something in her eyes told me maybe to trust her. So I ever so slightly gave in and took a hesitant step towards her.
She scooted away slightly. Of course, apparently to give you more space, from what you could tell.
I saw how tense her body is, like she was ready to attack, but she didn't.
No. She didn't want to do that.
Wait, let me
Fact. Okay,
finish.
guys.
But she didn't attack me. Her body language was tense, but surprisingly open, surprisingly welcome. I felt safe. Maybe that's not too strong word, but welcome somewhere for the first time ever since then. What he did to me.
Of course. She tells you that her name is Sasha. Tells you that occasionally she comes out here to relax, to get in touch with nature. You could tell by her body language, that aura, that somewhat subtle menace. Well, not menace, but raw, I suppose, energy coming off of her in her body language, in her movement, and that look in her eyes, sharp. She was like you. She was Garu. Truth be told, she seemed a bit talking with her as, or suppose like as she talked at you, considering, you were never really one for social interactions, were you?
Never.
Yeah. She seemed rather not interesting. Interesting would be the right word. You're not really sure how to put your finger on her, or I suppose where to put your finger on. She talked about her life. She talked about how it was, I suppose, foretold. Not foretold, but she saw that she would meet someone in these forests. She talked as if she could see the future. Truth be told, she was fucking insane. But she was nice. And uh she wasn't exactly the worst girl you'd ever met. Pretty nice.
Which wasn't the best.
Yeah, what's up?
I met her, definitely.
Hmm. Well, can you repeat that? I actually didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Sorry.
I said that
Go ahead.
I definitely met worse Garrows in my life,
Yeah. Mm.
so she wasn't the worst.
She offered you some food, and she noticed the bundle in your arms. She took out her backpack and took something. Took out some, I mean, not from the backpack, but I suppose from what she'd also been cooking. It's like noticing more than I. This was the first time you had ever seen a girl not show some level of hostility towards your own child, even attempting to give you food to feed him. Hmm. But go ahead. Hmm. I genuinely cannot do something without you interacting. Like, I can wait. I'm patient. Mecha, can you like stop recording for a sec?
Yeah, alright. We'll pause.
Of course, like I said, why Sasha had treated more than I. It was not with the hostility that other Garu had. Oh, she even offered to give him food.
It felt different, definitely. But still, at the back of my mind, there was this, maybe it's poisoned. Maybe she just acts. Maybe she just wants to get closer to use me again. You know, the trauma. It's it's never going back to the state I was before him. I could never my innocence back, but I thought maybe, just maybe, it's not poisoned yet. I I I couldn't bear myself to believe it was not poisoned.
Of course. Seeing your reaction, she chews the food and then kind of pops her tongue out. It seems she's kind of giving like the chewed up meat. She's kind of offering the pre-chewed, well, not pre-chewed meat to Denali, almost as if she kind of tells you like, hey, I chewed it. It's not poison. I'm still standing.
I still don't believe because, like, I just can't bear myself to think that someone might be kind to my child after everything. Everyone just abandoned us just because I got used. I I want to believe you, but I can't, and I'm sorry.
Mm. She shrugs. I mean, she kind of shrugs and kind of turns to face the fire. Well, all right, fair enough. Sitting next to the fire, it feels nice. Feels like you can actually relax. Well, physically at least. Mentally, you're still on alert. You're sitting next to a stranger, after all. And from the girl who you met, well, it hasn't exactly given you a good impression, right?
It never really did.
What? I didn't hear you.
It
Sorry.
never really did.
Never really did.
Yeah, exactly.
And, well, for now, you could just use the fire to relax. She asks you where you're headed.
Where I'm headed?
She nods.
I never really knew where I'm going. I'm just following an instinct.
Mm, mm. She nods. And of course, he kind of like uh pulls out, kind of like reaches within her bag and pulls out a piece of paper. She opens it and unfurls a map. From what you could tell, it says near the top the state of Minnesota.
I look at her, confused.
Oh,
I never
what's up?
was good with geographics, so I
Well, yeah,
didn't know what
yeah, of
Minnesota meant.
course. She says, like, okay, so you are in the state of Minnesota. And she points to a spot on the map. This is where you and I are at. And she kind of like moves her finger, moves her finger to another place you would come to know as as St. Paul. This is St. Paul. This is a place inside Minnesota. Have you ever been to a city?
Um, if you mean the place with very tall thingies, the rocks, very tall rocks, then yeah, I were. I
Buildings.
were.
Yeah, of course. She then points next to St. Paul. This is this is Minneapolis. These cities are next to each other. We call them both the Twin Cities because they're right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just okay. So I do know some places. I do know some people and places in both St. Paul, Minnesota. If you're just traveling, then that's fine. You could just spend a little time in these cities. But, if you want to stay, I wouldn't be opposed to it. She just kind of kept talking about the people she knew, the people that, from what you could gather, could help you settle in, people that could help you relax and rest.
I then looked at her and asked her if I could bring my baby with me there, if that wouldn't be a problem, because if it was, I wouldn't come. I wouldn't go because I can't just leave my baby out there in the harsh winter. God knows what
She
would happen to
gives
him.
she gives you a smile and 2 thumbs up. Of course. This woman is pretty loud. That's kind of
My
what you begin to
ears are
notice.
ringing
Yes?
slightly from her voice, but I'm glad she said yes, that I could bring my baby with me.
Mm. And since then, after that, you've settled in. You met some of the people that Sasha was talking about. They helped you get settled in and accept and the cairns of the city. And later, I suppose, would you have discovered gambling before that? Before you ever went to, um, Minnesota?
Nope.
Or, this is where you discovered your love of gambling.
Yep.
Of course, one of the, Garu you had met, a nice, well, not nice, but again, very extroverted young man, uh, Ken, took you to this place called a casino. He didn't really know what you were doing. He kind of showed you the ropes, showed you what gambling was, and you began to play. And he didn't really know whether you were good at it or not, but you know, apparently people at the table began getting mad, but apparently you were getting something that was good. Money. You
I
got a
never
lot of
really
money out there.
knew.
Yeah,
I
what?
never really knew what money was, but you know,
Oh,
I learned in the city that money is everything, and I wanted to have money to feed my child, to feed myself, to just
yes.
be able to live, not even comfortably, because that didn't matter. Just live.
Live. Yes. You needed to buy food, and of course, while you had to leave your son behind at certain places because of the veil, the thing that kept Garu secret, you knew he was at least in safe hands, especially his non-safe hands. Suppose he was kind of at safe hands at the people that knew your secret. Of course, the people you could count on one hand, maybe 2 fingers. You always brought back food for him either way.
I didn't really knew if how they take care of him when I was gone, but I knew they wouldn't hurt him. That's all I knew, and that's what matters.
Yes. And of course, suppose then you had discovered your. Suppose then you had. I was about to ask, considering this, would you have discovered your love for gunsmithing here?
Once again, because I didn't really hear you.
Gunsmithing. Would you have discovered
Oh,
your love for gunsmithing here? I have
yeah,
no idea what's up with my mic tonight.
yeah, it's completely okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, but yes. Okay. The answer again. So, would you have would you have discovered your love for gunsmithing?
I discovered it in the city because
Hmm.
I'm a wolf. I have a strong smell. I can just sniff at the gunpowder, basically. I found out
And
that
it's
a lot of it at the outskirts of the city. I didn't know yet how to make it, to get it, but soon I discovered it was explosive, and that that became useful later on.
of course you still kept more than I secret. Yeah, pretty sure that of course Sasha didn't exactly show up. One of the things you had noticed was that Sasha didn't really show up a lot at, you know, the set at the cairns. But when she did, things were decent. He still kept more than I, at least somewhat a secret. Pretty sure she forgot more than I. But apparently, she was the leader of this big group of werewolves. She was off doing her own. She was off doing leader things. Still, she took care of you. Forgetful as not forgetful. Okay, so she took care of you somewhat, even if you kept Morty a secret. You still had trust issues, didn't you?
Yeah, they never really truly went away because
Yeah.
I learned not to trust, to keep low, you know.
Or at least knew Sasha was tolerant of medicine. What your what more than I was a medicine, but you weren't really sure about the rest, and you
He,
didn't want to. Yeah, go on.
no, go.
I'm gonna assume you didn't wanna find out, because chances are it would put more than I in danger.
I didn't really have another choice because they gave me shelter, they gave me food, so I
Mm.
kind of had to trust them on. I just had to trust them that they wouldn't kill me. They wouldn't kill Mori. I
Mm.
just had to believe that they wouldn't. I never had like the 100% chance they wouldn't because that just doesn't exist in this world. But I just
Mm.
had to believe.
And then, because now then, with everything in place, would you feel comfortable enough to do the thing? The rock. Mm.
Huh?
The shop roleplay, as in like,
Oh,
that
okay.
place being ran by the
So
by the
to be who wants to be Kinfolk? Because I want to roleplay.
Uh,
uh
all right, I'll
what?
go.
Well,
Okay.
so I suppose I'll set the scene. I suppose I'll set the scene. Uh, you kind of have to sneak in the. You have to kind of like sneak in. Cause again, apparently the very sight of Mordecai could result in issues for most people walking the streets. You had to take some actions. How did you make sure Ward and I stayed out of sight?
Okay, you do have that one dot of drive, so maybe you're like keeping him in a car.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you keep him in the trunk. No, not the trunk. I get your joke.
Yeah, like, okay, hang on. You know, like Suicide Squad, like King Shark, how he was
Mm-hmm.
in the van.
I think so.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Okay, let's go with that.
all right.
Of course. Who's then
Set the
keeping him?
scene.
You keep him in the car, and you kind of just kept him out of sight for as long as you could until you got to the shop. And I suppose then, Mecca, what were you going to do?
I mean, I'm
Uh,
guessing I'm like the guy at the cashier.
hmm. Yes. Of course, so, let's see. Okay, so consider this a mom and pop shop. I suppose I'll let Mecca do his thing.
All right.
So, you walk inside the front again, leaving Mord and I in the car for now. You did make sure to turn on the AC. Apparently, if you didn't, bad things would happen. And you wouldn't want bad things to happen to Mord and I. At least from what you heard. Apparently, hot cars were really bad. But you were going. So, walk inside, and you see the cashier. Mecca, go ahead.
Yeah, this like middle-aged guy, kinda balding a bit.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so just a question. What do I have to do? Do I get the food? What what do I do in the
Again,
shop?
like I said, to repeat again, like, these guys have a warm bedroom away from the cold
Okay, so I
in
have
the
to get
back of the
the
shop. Yeah,
like do I have to get place to sleep? Okay.
yeah, place to sleep, food and
Okay.
stuff, you know. Now, I suppose then I'll let you take over the scene, as I will be a minute.
Right. So, yeah, I guess I'm just at the cashier. You know, I'm this kind
Okay,
of
okay.
middle-aged
I
guy.
just need to
Yeah.
visualize it.
Yes.
Just a sec.
Yes, you're supposed that you're in the store. It seems to be a bit of a general store. You see food, but you also see hardware. You also see other novelty knickknacks in the store. And there's that man at the register again. Oh, this type of thing. Yes, this is what I'm imagining. Again, that kind of like cozy vibe.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I walk out over to the cashier kind of shyly because I don't know how to talk to people. I look him up and down and just
Oh, hey.
I
Oh,
I
Hello.
I heard you have um beds here. I I can sleep here. I heard from people.
We only use those for special occasions.
Oh,
But
o-
and
because
he kind of squints at you. He's looking at you a little bit.
mm,
Hmm. and he, like, really quickly, like, on with a Sharpie, he draws something on the thing, and he.
Mm, mm,
One
mhm.
moment. He quickly draws on a like a whiteboard behind him. He quickly draws this, and you should know the symbol. It's like, just asking out of curiosity. Does this happen to mean anything to you?
I will
No.
see.
No.
I will say, hold on. Okay, so really common sense merit here. So a really free common sense merit. You would know what the symbol means. It
But I can
means,
reveal it.
No.
I can't reveal it.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She could say yes. She could just say yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Basically, what this means is this is the like symbol in the Garu language for lupus, which is you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It wouldn't mean anything to like human beings who don't know the context.
Yeah.
It's just gonna say like, yeah, it's just gonna seem like you just said yes to a symbol.
Yeah. But he's
Okay.
basically trying to like covertly ask if you're Garu without actually saying the words because it's
Okay.
secret.
Yes.
Um. Yeah.
Mm.
It does.
Ah, I see, I see. Is it just you who needs lodgings, or then is there anyone else?
Um. It's just me.
Hmm. All right.
Ah,
Come with me then. And he grabs some keys from under the desk, and he walks you to like a room in the back.
yeah,
She follows him
Yes.
I will
just
say.
just slightly behind him.
Okay, I will say. It's very funny that she's probably planning to sneak more than I am.
Exactly.
Absolutely go.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
trust issues.
And yeah, so Billy, what does the safe room look like?
Okay. I'm
Just
imagining
again.
it looks like a mattress on like a so basically I'm imagining it looks like a just a bed, desk, not desk, like drawers, a wardrobe. Again, basic amenities. So like a fridge, you know, a bed, drawers and wardrobe for clothes and other items. No TV.
Yeah, it's like old motel.
Again, old
Okay.
hotel. Yeah, basically. Yes. And of course, Rez, you would notice that there is a door. There is a door. And from what you could guess, it might lead to the back of the shop, which conveniently has another building facing, aligned just right for you to sneak more than I am. You just need to be quick about it. They won't notice. You'll hope.
I looked around the room. It was
Mm-hmm.
pretty cozy. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed the door. I saw a window. Right.
No,
Mm.
there isn't really a window because, like, this shit needs to be kept secret.
Yeah, it's
This
like
is the
inside the
secret,
building.
like,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Dobra.
yes, it's inside. Like I
Okay,
said,
okay,
it's
okay.
inside the building. The whole
Okay,
purpose of this place is to serve as, like, refuge, like temporary refuge.
okay. I
Mhm.
I waited for the man to disappear back into the door.
Yeah, and before leaving, he does turn around and tell you, Oh, if you happen to need anything, you can just come at the desk. Either I'll be there or Sharon will be, and I'll tell her about you too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. No worries. And he just waves you and goes out.
And about you too. Yeah, like yeah, sure, he'll tell Sharon about Resmuerta as well.
Yeah, and Sharon
Because
happens to be his wife,
secrets.
who he runs the store with.
Oh, okay, because I was
Yes.
about to ask him, ask who
Yeah.
the fuck is
No,
Sharon?
no,
No, this is a
no, no,
mom and
no, no.
pop
Okay,
store,
yeah,
right? Like he's the pop, she's the mom.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Sharon happens to be played by Brandon slash J or slash HJ.
HJ, I will if you need to.
For real. Honestly, I figured this was like a good way to have you guys participate in the session. You know.
Ooh,
True.
Uh, so suppose then, Riz. Now is the once he's out of earshot. Now you could probably take more than I here, and I suppose you go back to the car. Try to sneak out through the back door. Cause
I look over the room again.
yeah.
Huh?
I'll repeat what you said. Okay, so I will repeat what I said. Okay, so was then you could bring more than I will see. You can't really like go out like the way you came because that's where this guy is. That's where he'll see more than I. So I suppose this will be your first dice roll.
Holy shit, okay.
Uh okay.
I,
So
I don't know
do
how
you
to
see
do that.
WAD dice rolls? Do you see the WAD
Yeah.
dice roll channel?
Yeah.
Okay. So go to that first.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Okay, you're in there?
Okay,
Okay.
there's a command. Uh, dice.
Okay,
Slash dice.
so slash dice roll and put in your I suppose this would be intelligence stealth. So that will be 6 dice, and then there will be a difficulty, which will be 6.
So pull. Uh,
Yeah, pull 6, difficulty 6, and if you want a guaranteed success, I would suggest spending willpower. But again, this is a pretty easy roll for you on a 6 dice pool, so I would
okay,
recommend it.
so
So
pull
yeah,
6, difficulty
it,
6. Do I
yes,
do anything else? Or.
no, you don't need to do anything else. Everything else is totally optional.
Okay.
Go ahead. And of course, you managed to get more than I into the back. There were some close calls where you were posed worried that someone would see the two of you, but you're inside. Kind of like he kind of like sits. Oh, now you are alone with more than I in the logics in this room.
I
So
wrap Mori
yeah,
gently into the blanket. I know he's tired. He's
yeah.
still a baby. He has to be tired. I look around the room once again. I walk over to
Hmm.
the small, kind of a kitchen area. I open the
There isn't
fridge
really a
to
kitchen
see.
area. Yeah, go back.
I opened the fridge to see if anything's there, or should I go to the store and buy something with the money I gambled?
It's
I see
packed with. Yeah. What's up?
it practically as if not almost empty, except
Yeah.
for a bottle of water.
Okay, I was about
Can
to
we do
say,
that?
let me do the narration. Okay, I am
Okay, okay.
the ST, so
Okay.
I decide the details of the scene.
Go, Diva.
You can, yeah, that's how this works. I know it's your
Okay.
first tabletop game, but
Okay.
so it has food. It's not necessarily empty. It's not filled to the brim. It's somewhere in between. You haven't had breakfast. You haven't had breakfast yet. You know. Yeah. Was my mic fucked up?
Huh?
Okay, I was to ask if my
I
mic
kind
was
of
fucked up.
zoned out. Sorry.
Yeah, it is pretty late for you. So, I will say, it's not packed to the brim. It's not empty. It's somewhere in between. There's food in there. That's the important thing. Some meat. Some easy, food. You know, stuff that you don't really cook, I suppose. Stuff that you can just eat right out of the bag. So then, you probably haven't had breakfast yet. Can
I
you hear
look
me?
at Mori.
Oh, okay.
I look back at the fridge and take out some sausages. I don't know if he'll like those. We never really had those, so
Okay.
it will be an experiment.
Mm.
But the smell seems to wake him up, so I open it and prepare it in the microwave.
Yes, the microwave. Oh, wow. Suppose like this is kind of one of the human inventions. It's kind of one of the human inventions that's made life somewhat decent. I suppose you don't really have any strong feelings one way or another, whether it makes life too convenient or, you know, better.
It just
Alright. Yeah.
it just
Oh, you first, you're right.
matters that we can eat, you know,
Yes,
that we have something to eat.
yes. Hell, you never quite cared about. I suppose you never quite cared about most. I suppose, like whether things were luxurious enough or not. You grew up as a wolf, after all. Then you were uh traveling around for for Gaia knows how long. Of course, it's about survival. After all, it's like you said, it's not about living good. It's about living at all. You know?
Yeah, and this place seems good enough to just live.
Of course, the microwave pings.
I see the sausages are ready to eat. I take them out. They're decently hot.
Mm.
Look over at Mordenai, who now seems to sniff the sausages. I guess it's
Mhm.
the instinct for the meat.
And he goes for it, starts eating and chewing. Do you have some sausages for yourself?
Maybe a two. I'm not hungry.
And then as you're eating, you hear a knock on the door. I suppose like since a couple minutes may have passed, like maybe the kin would see how Rez was doing. But I know you at least need to hide. I suppose you need to hide more than I. And whoever's knocking, I'll let that be up to like Mecca and Brandon.
All right.
Wait,
You know,
I
yeah.
need to think because my mind is quite blank now.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Benny, you wanna go or?
Yeah.
Mm.
Real quick, what's the pop's name again?
I don't
Uh,
know.
okay, so I will call him George.
Okay.
Mm.
Right. So I
Uh,
suppose you're gonna be Sarah then.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah. Sure.
Mm.
You kind of hear at first just like a knock on the door before some silence for a few seconds, and then you hear the doorknob turn as it slowly opens.
I quickly grabbed the plate
Okay.
and put it under the bed because I know my son will fucking run after the sausages and get under the bed.
Mm. And he gets under the bed and closes. You see a woman, probably around the similar age to 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 the man you met, the man whose name you haven't found out. Be Sharon.
Hello. Just George wanted me to check up in on you, make sure you're settling in okay.
Um, Thank you. I'm okay.
Okay. And you're not sure you need anything?
Um, no, I'd be okay. Thank you.
Okay, good, good. I think he already told you, but if you ever need us, just check by the desk, and one of us will probably be there.
Okay, I remember. Thank you.
Okay. And with that, she kind of like turns and waves her hand at you before closing the door behind her.
Of course. Of course. You're gone. And now you're safe. You're gone. Milo, you there?
Oh. Yeah. Wait. Hang on. We're pausing real quick.
Okay. So, but now they're gone. You can rest easy. The door shuts. Mordecai is still eating the shit out of the sausages.
I walk over to the door, quietly listening to the footsteps, gradually walking away from my door. I lock it, just in case,
And of course,
before
you will.
looking under the bed to see my
Yes.
baby boy. Just eating.
He looks at you with a sausage hanging in his mouth. He's got big old doe eyes and everything. Someone post a whoop image.
I look back at him. I smile
Method.
gently before taking the plate away from him. So he gets out from the under the bed.
He kind of like flicks. He kind of like uses his mouth to like flick the sausage inside and crawls out, like inside his mouth. You know, like he tilts his head, opens his jaw, so it gets like thrown in the air. It hits the bottom of the bed frame, of course. But it lands in his mouth either way, and he just chews the shit out of it before following the plate.
He has one sausage left.
Mm.
I
And
decide to
he
let him eat peacefully
well,
on the bed. We're both tired, so yeah, and I already ate, so I let him eat the last sausage.
he starts kind of like ripping into it. Mm. And now, suppose you can think of the silence. You could also eavesdrop on
On
the
who?
call. Yeah, what's up?
On who? Or who
Yeah,
eavesdrops
the
on me?
couple. The
Oh, so
so
they.
I was about to say
Okay.
you could eavesdrop, like as in like you just hear sounds of a bit of a conversation outside.
Let's do that.
Ah, Brandon, Mecca, you two get to roleplay.
You get to talk. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You guys, you guys get to talk.
You're allowed to talk. Wow.
Okay, so first, I will need you to give me a perception alertness again, standard difficulty of 6. What is your specialty? As in the thing written next to perception on your sheet.
Wait. Bah. Discord. Discord.
Oh,
Please.
okay.
Discord.
So,
His specialty was
okay,
sharp
so,
hearing. I have the sheet with me.
oh yeah, it's sharp hearing. Okay, so this will be a bit of a new thing. Okay, Milo.
Wait, my Discord is fucking having a heart attack and it doesn't work.
Ah, fuck.
It's just dead. Wait.
Mm,
Okay. It works. Okay, so
okay. So, Milo, roll
Mhm.
me 5 dice at difficulty 6, but do not enter the command yet. See, do you notice the
Difficulty
specialty? Yeah.
difficulty 6.
And then specialty.
Okay.
Uh, write in sharp hearing.
Once again.
Sharp hearing.
Sharp hearing, because that is your specialty.
Just write it in.
Yeah, you just write it in. Sharp hearing.
With the space or without?
No space. No space. Actually, no. With space, with space. You can write it with space. Just don't put it before, after, you know. Never mind. Just put it in space. It's fine.
Okay, I got it.
3 successes. So, Brandon, Mecca, take it away. Literally talk about anything.
So how's she doing?
She seems alright. Like she's settling in just fine.
All right, that's good. That's good. Have you heard anything back from Sasha about them White King fellows?
Alright, so say.
No, nothing yet. I'm still waiting on that.
Right, right. Man, hope they managed to figure something out about that. It's been a couple of months.
Of course.
I just hope whatever they do, they just stay out of over here. I don't want them coming anywhere near our shop.
You and me both.
And suppose that's what you would hear, Milo. So Resmuerta would know that the Garu of the sept that she's in, one of the septs of the twins, she would know and have maybe participated in fighting off the neo-Nazis here. Apparently, they're all, from what you could tell, they were all identical, as if they had come back from the dead or something. One of the Garu one of the Garu you knew, after having a bit of a battle with them, like on the outside in the outskirts of the city, he joked that they were clones or something. They had been of course, you figured at first, when you first heard about them, that maybe they were just a human problem, a street gang, from what you could tell. But recently, they seem to have been attacking more and more Garu, attacking things that are of Garu interest. And of course, potentially, they could hurt more than I. That
I
was probably why
couldn't let
you.
that slide. I couldn't let my baby be
Yeah.
hurt.
So, of course, you fought. You joined in the battles. Of course, no matter what you seem to discover, whatever hideouts that appear to be the right information, you couldn't find much. But of course, apparently, Sasha told you that the spirits told her that all would be well in time. That apparently a pack of Gaul might come here. And of course, save nay, all of the Garu of this state from the White Kings. Before she then proceeded to rip a neo-Nazi's head out of his head, kind of like rip the
Mhm.
socket, rip the spine out and shit. That was just how Sasha was. She had wisdom. She had wisdom. And when it came down to it, she was a good leader. But sometimes she said things that sounded crazy, that sounded insane. And for some reason, some of them seemed to come true. Part of you maybe hoped that it would be that this too would come true, that this too would be prophesized. These Garu can protect more than I can stop these things, these neo-Nazis from potentially hurting more than I.
I
Hmm.
am kind of grateful because I know it's important to protect him, but I can't bring myself to be grateful for something I could do to.
Yes, indeed. But that was for later. You didn't make it this far by thinking about just the later, the soon, the maybes. You had to think about the now. And now, you and more than I were safe, even if it was temporary. Oh, was that a correct read of Resmuerta's mental state? Milo zoned out. Oh yeah?
She was mentally exhausted because, like, she had to protect her baby, but at the same time, be careful not to expose him too much, to
Mm.
keep the cover, to stay under the radar. But they were safe, so that's all that mattered.
Yes. So, you're exhausted. Do you want to go to sleep?
I wait until Martin falls asleep first. I watch over him, wait until he falls asleep before I fall asleep.
And then, of course, you go to sleep. And I will ask, what do you think of the session so far?
It's interesting. Definitely not what I thought it would be.
Good, good, good. So, now, you stay. Of course, I'm thinking for right now, might have the session end, earlier than usual, because this is ultimately a prelude, right? I was thinking of having, suppose, let's see, of having Sasha contact one of the, or not one, fucking, contact one of the kin to see if they've, seen, Resmuerta anywhere, or some shit like that, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
then, the back of the Mavericks. I'm just kind of saying this is like a general thing,
Oh yeah.
all the players here. That's what I was thinking of
Mhm.
doing. Alright. Oh, of course. Here, another conversation. outside. Of course, you hear Sasha speaking. It's the you kind of tell with your sharp hearing, like, that's Sasha. And she's saying, hey, have either of you two seen Resmuerta?
Can you
Of
repeat?
course.
Because
Okay,
something like
so I will.
cut
Okay,
off.
I'll give a Okay, I'll read. Sure. So of course, you hear the sound of a conversation, and of course, you listen, and it's the sound. Sasha's voice. Jen? George. Good news.
Oh?
Yeah. So the good news is the White Kings won't be remaining in this city, let alone this state, or even in existence any longer.
Oh, that's good to know.
Mhm. See, of course, do you remember the prophesized pack that I told you about?
Right. The Mavericks fellas, huh?
Mm-hmm. They, from what the spirits have told me, are coming here.
Oh, like
So,
to this store or?
no, here to Minneapolis. So, have you two seen Resmuerta anywhere?
Oh yeah, the new girl that just came in. Yeah, she's in the back.
Okay, thanks.
Of course.
And then you hear Resmuerta. You hear a knock on the door. More than I instinctively go to bed.
I instantly shoot up, startled, protective over Morton. I tell him to hide.
Of course, I told you
Then
he kind of instinctively hides. He's kind of used to this at this point. You know.
I walk over to the door and unlock it.
Mhm. You see, of course, how tall is Resmuerta?
170.
170, so like 5 foot something, like 5'7", 5'6".
Yeah, about.
Okay. You kind of tilt your head up a bit, and you see Sasha with a wide grin. Hey, girl.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, of course. I have some, of course. So, some new people are coming into the city, and I trust you enough to take you with me. So, you
Um,
want to come with?
um, I, I don't know.
Mm,
I kind of drop my head towards the door, towards the bed,
mm. It's like,
looking at the
look,
Morton.
she's gonna like tap, she's gonna put her hand on your shoulder. Look, it'll be fine. Look, you'll be back here before you know it, you'll be back here lickety split. Promise it won't take that
Um,
long.
mm, okay.
Okay. Alright, let's go. And she kind of like, wraps her arms around. She kind of like walks out, and of course, you get in. She kind of has this like big ass, not big ass SUV, like this kind of like, uh, car, right? I'm imagining like a Honda
Mhm.
Civic, if that should even exist I think it did. Yeah, it definitely did in 1990.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
Whatever,
doesn't
man.
matter. Yes, of course. And you see, like, two other girls. One in the passenger seat and the other one in the back seat. There it is a rather the one in the passenger seat is a rather surly teenage boy. His name is Michael, a Hamid. Of course, you know him as a Garu born of humans, and he's of your tribe. He's a Rodagar fighter, one under the full moon.
Wait,
So
Billy,
he's definitely yeah,
Vortigor or the Ragabash
Ragabash,
equivalent?
right?
Yeah.
Sorgor!
Yeah, it's Modi. Modi.
Rowdy! Thank you!
Yeah, don't worry.
I love you, Rekka. No homo. I love you, Rekka. No homo. Anyway, so he is a roadie of the Get Offenders. One under the full moon, though he's certainly better than the other Get Offenders full moon you know. Even if he's kind of irritable. Very irritable. Actually, irritable is kind of understating it. He loses shit. Uh, not often, but sometimes. Putting it lightly.
That's
And in the back,
understandable, I guess.
in the back, you see another teenager, a teenage girl. Again, uh, some young someone. Her name. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so her name is Lucy, or something like that. Uh, she. You would know her as another Garu born of humans. Currently born under a new moon. She is of the Silent Striders. Of course, you know her. Of course, apparently she's only in the city for a bit, and then she'd be moving on. As apparently she had family to meet somewhere, and you're not sure exactly where. Oh shit, you good?
I think I'm fine, I guess.
You can hear me?
Okay, say something?
Okay, so anyway, the other
Like,
one in the back is
continue.
Rebecca. Another teenager, this time a girl of the Silent Striders tribe. Apparently, she's just traveling around. Apparently, she has family to meet somewhere. You don't exactly remember where. Who are these people? These are people. I said out Ragabash.
What
Oh
is
yeah, New
fucking
Moon. New
Auschwitz?
Moon.
What the fuck?
Okay, basically, Auspice
Okay.
is their class, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a while since like you consumed anything werewolf. But basically, Lucy's the prankster and questioner of ways. Michael kills people.
We all kill people, but
Okay.
Michael kills them really good.
Okay, so Michael is
Yes.
fucking Afton. Okay.
Uh, Michael's fucking after what?
Michael Afton from FNAF.
Yeah. Okay. So of course, she opens the door. Sasha opens the door and you get in. And of course, it's a bit of a. It's not exactly a long drive, but you have time to think. And at least these people are, well, quiet for now. You have time to think about what this might mean, what these new people might be.
But at the back of my mind, there's always Mori's safety.
Of course, you can't bring yourself to think. You can't bring yourself to put anything before Morty's safety. You keep driving. The rest of the city passes you by, and you can see over in the distance a car. You can see cars. And then, eventually, as you get closer, you realize, if I recall correctly, you guys had essentially a caravan. It was just a truck, Barrett's truck, and then another truck. You guys. I'm talking about the other truck. The back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes. You see those two big trucks, and Sasha kind of stops in front of them. The trucks themselves stop. And then you hear a converse. You can kind of hear bits of a conversation being had. Guys, this is your time.
Yeah.
Think of something stupid we can
Talk
argue about.
people.
Okay, it's like,
Talk people.
Seer,
alright.
Seer. If you want to say something stupid, go ahead.
Talk
Now's the
people.
time.
Now's the time.
I'm telling you.
Look, I don't know why I was even brought up here. My bike is in that truck.
You should have taken
And
it. I don't know.
You'll
it needs a
still
good
see
cleaning.
It needs me. You don't know what machinations it's plotting. It's laughing at me,
Horror.
mocking me with its icy stare.
Who is mocking
He's
you?
so
What?
dramatic.
Oh, you
My
don't want to
bike.
know all the horror.
Yeah. Okay, so one at a time. All right, let's organize this. Okay, so Seer.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
again, you guys. I'll let the four of you guys roleplay. This is mainly to introduce Milo as well as the character of Resmuerta to the dynamic of the Pack of the Mavericks.
God, God damn it. Well, guess we're here for the long haul. So, so what's your plan of taking on of what we're going to do in this city?
Okay,
That
look.
I'm probably going to ignore and do my own things. But
No,
at least let me
no.
figure it out.
It's no. Okay, look. We need to get to the sept. We need to talk to the leader there, and from there we're going to have a meeting with all the other people we gathered. Okay, and again, for the last time, we are not going to fight them.
Eh, we, we don't need to fight them. We just need to know to give them some sort of intimidation, if you will.
No, we
Perhaps-
are not going to intimidate them. No, look.
Look, I don't remember. I don't remember asking you for help. You could just You could just sit back and look pretty while I can take care of things,
What do you mean?
like the big boy.
Luca, tell him. Luca, do something, please.
You are the leader. Just tell him to shut up and listen.
Okay, Sin, shut up and listen.
There you go. Perfect.
I counter that because something he can be challenged.
Your mother.
So no, fuck off. Also, Luca, shut up. Also, Luca, shut up. Now, no, I'm
Well,
now.
what do I even do?
All right.
No, look, you may have it good in a little rub rat in a little rug rat street you have, but here in the streets you gotta.
I am
It all
going
comes
to
down to
fight you
power.
again.
Okay, so I will say, as you guys argue, you kind of hear like a thud coming from the where Barrett is driving you.
Where, where the fuck is he going?
Yeah,
Are we here?
again, he's kind of like banging on the back. You know, he's like, can you quiet down? We're here.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, finally.
It started it.
Okay, I need to stretch my legs.
Sin fucking backflips off the truck.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Actually,
And
no. Front flips off the truck. Backflips are not as cool.
okay,
Yes, they are.
so now,
Yeah.
so
You know,
okay,
just the style on you, man. Backflips off. Like he doesn't even like tuck in. He just jumps off like flatboard backflips, lands on his like feet with the hand in the pocket.
Purance.
Doesn't look cool with one arm.
Ah, shut up. You're just jealous.
Okay, so
As Sin walks up to the truck where
okay,
his hat and bike should be.
I will say, hold up, as you guys kind of like go over, kind of get out. You see the car in front of the trucks, and you see multiple people get out. You see, it's Mecca, of course. The four of you. You see a tall, muscled, silver-haired woman. She has a scar on her face.
This isn't the first time we've seen her. We had seen her before.
Of course,
Mhm.
but you see her now, and with her, you see, you see a teenager, a young man who looks perpetually angry at something. Like he's walking, not with a pebble in his shoe. He has he has a whole like stone in there. You know, he has a whole stone in his shoe. And you
Yeah.
see a teenage girl, somewhat Middle Eastern, just kind of leaning against the car, acting nonchalant. And you see her. Describe Resmuerta.
Huh?
Yeah. This is a. Yeah. This is
Yeah,
time for you to describe Resmuerta.
yeah, your character. Yeah, like how she
Oh,
looks and all
oh,
that.
damn. Wait. I'm bad
Post
at
the
this
art.
shit. I'm bad at this shit.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
You could just
No.
yeah. I can describe her if you want.
Yeah, do it. Please.
Okay. So you see this woman, and she has brown hair. She has. Oh, let me find some stuff. There we go. Thank you, Rebecca. Uh, she's wearing a hoodie and ripped jean and ripped pants. Her eyes are, well, I think that's hazel or golden
No, that's not
brown.
hazel. That's brown. That's just brown.
Brown. Yeah, that's very light brown. Either way, yeah, it's kind of has this kind of sad look in her eye, and you feel you feel that kind of spark. Like for some reason, this person, this woman, might tie into your pack.
Hmm. Mahan kind of cocks his head at her, like in intrigue. And then he turns to the other three, to Sasha, Michael, and
Yes.
what was it?
Lucy.
Lucy, yeah, Sasha, Michael, and Lucy. And he does like a quick howl of introduction, like as quiet as he can, out in the fucking street.
She does the same. Sasha does the same thing. It's like, welcome, Pack of the Mavericks, and Barrett. She kind of gives a very respect. She kind of gives like a respectful nod, towards Barrett. Rests the rage. He kind of like nods towards her, kind of like back, kind of does a little like bow. Does a little bow, like suplexes. Shit, what was her D name again?
Sasha
Her D name, yeah. Because I know I said it.
sees the future.
Sees the future, of course. She kind of like looks at Bear. She's like, welcome as well. Rests the rage. And he gives her another respectful nod. Sees the future. It is a pleasure to see you. Indeed. She turns to the rest of you. Welcome to Minneapolis.
So, I suppose. What should we do our meeting?
Honestly, you know what? Kind of like homes things. Okay. So, I actually have a place. Let's do this at. You know, I'm a big fan. Actually, are any of you hungry?
I could eat.
Thrilled.
I am taking that offer immediately.
Yes.
Please.
Thrilled.
Anything-
Sin kind of takes a moment to address to his guys.
Okay, what about you, Mehen? What is Mehen about to say first?
Yeah, he just nods.
Of course. She's just like, alright. Excellent. Alright. I know just the place. Dinner's on me. Oh, no, not too fucking. Fuck, what was I? Fuck. So, breakfast is on me.
Thank you.
And kinda gets back. She kinda like, follow me. I know just the place. And honestly, I'm considering having her take you guys to a fucking Denny's or a Waffle House.
Finally, Waffle House real.
Okay. So, I suppose then, uh, so, suppose then we might end the session here. No XP for this one. This is a prelude.
Alright. Well,
Makes sense.
Me.
this is gonna
We
be
did it.
fun.
Yes.
Alright. So, how was your first session of Werewolf the Apocalypse?
It's interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Trust me, it is going to ramp up soon, but like, we're just taking
Yeah.
it slow
To
because
the
you're new
road.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're taking this slow because, like, new player
Okay,
stuff.
okay. Thank you.
Or
That's
sometime,
pretty
like,
quick.
yeah, you get a hang of the mechanics, pretty quickly. It's a very intuitive, very simple system.
Yeah, I noticed.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, what did you guys think of the session? What was your favorite moments?
Like, honestly, just more than I doing puppy stuff.
Mm.
I liked how you kind of like talked about Marius, that like whole part.
Yeah, that part actually just like left me like shocked. And that is a very
Yes.
good thing.
Yes, see, Milo, they're complimenting you.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Yes.
Like the lines
Trying
about
my best.
hatred were some of the hardest fucking things I've heard in a while.
Yeah.
That was pure venom.
I tried my
Yes.
best.
And you did pretty
It's
good.
great.
Like for a new player, you did pretty good. And like for a first time like tabletop player in general, you did pretty good.
I mean, I did roleplay before, quite a lot of
Well, yeah.
roleplay, but this
Well, yeah.
is totally
Yeah.
different.
This is exactly. It's a different style.
Yep.
You and me both, potato chip.
So, that's on Sasha. The first time you guys seen her, like
I love
properly. Yeah.
David was wrong. I don't care if she's crazy. I adore her.
Uh, she's a very multifaceted crazy person.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen her crazy yet, I think.
Yeah.
Like, right now, she's just being professional.
Yeah. This is her being serious with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then she'll start talking about like how the spirits have foretold that I need to do this specific thing. It's
Yeah.
extremely
Like
specific
pop
thing.
off mainly because like all background noise and all that. My dad lost his phone with his ID, so
Ooh. Ow.
I mean, like we can't really hear the background noise, but yeah, that's
and still,
fair.
it's only when I open the door that's when it's an issue. And right now, the cat wants to get out.
Aw.
Uh,
Poor baby.
let's go, Herbert.
Sherbert.
All right, I'm gonna hop off now.
Herbert,
Bye.
bye.
Adios.
Bye bye.
Uh,
All right.
man, I fucking cooked.
Hell yeah.
I cooked this
Alright.
session.
I gotta take care of something. I'm gonna go up. See ya.
Yeah. All right. I'll
See you,
stop
man.
recording.
Alright.
Bye.